The very difficult and emotional testimony on Capitol Hill today. Brave families going before the nation, a fourth grader who survived Uvalde, and what she told the country today. Mia Cerrillo telling the nation the gunman who killed so many said to her teacher, "Good night," before shooting and killing her. Tonight, those members of the House Oversight Committee who thanked the families, the witnesses, for their bravery. We ask, did their words change lawmakers' minds on raising the age to buy an AR-15 style assault rifle? And what they told our correspondent. Tonight, the mother and father, Kimberly and Felix Rubio, describing their last moments with their daughter, Lexi. They were at the school that very morning for an award ceremony, their daughter getting straight A's and given the Good Citizen Award. And they told her as they left school, they would get ice cream that night to celebrate her, what those parents are asking the nation tonight. And that moving testimony from Mia, the survivor, saying to survive all of this, she used the blood of a classmate, her friend, put it on her own clothes so the gunman would think she was dead too. And Dr. Roy Guerrero, Uvalde's only pediatrician, a proud gun owner himself, asking lawmakers why has there been no change, no action, describing what the AR-15 style rifle did to those children. That doctor helping to identify the bodies. Tonight, Attorney General Merrick Garland announcing a review of the law enforcement response that day in Uvalde, that it's begun, looking for answers, but saying, quote, nothing can undo the pain. Tonight, what these families are asking the nation, and we warn you, some of this we had never heard before, and it is difficult. ABC's Rachel Scott leading us off from Capitol Hill tonight.
I am Kimberly Rubio. This is Felix Rubio.
Tonight, in front of the nation, the gut-wrenching testimony from the families who have lived this. Kimberly and Felix Rubio lost their 10-year-old daughter, Lexi, in Uvalde. Both parents were at the school that very morning for award ceremonies.
Lexi received the Good Citizen Award and was also recognized for receiving all A's. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we took photos with her before asking her to pose for a picture with her teacher, Mr. Reyes. That photo, her last photo ever, was taken at approximately 10:54 a.m. To celebrate, we promised to get her ice cream that evening.
Then the mass shooting. Like so many parents, they frantically showed up, waiting for hours, then taken to the Civic Center.
Soon after, we received the news that our daughter was among the 19 students and 2 teachers that died as a result of gun violence. We don't want you to think of Lexi as just a number. She was intelligent, compassionate, and athletic. She was quiet, shy unless she had a point to make. So today, we stand for Lexi, and as her voice, we demand action. We seek a ban on assault rifles and high-capacity magazines. We understand that for some reason, to some people, to people with money, to people who fund political campaigns, that guns are more important than children. So at this moment, we ask for progress. We seek to raise the age to purchase these weapons from 18 to 21 years of age. We seek red flag laws, stronger background checks. We also want to repeal gun manufacturers' liability immunity.
Also in front of the country today, a brave 11-year-old, Mia Cerrillo, survived. On video, telling lawmakers about the moment the gunman told her teacher goodnight and then shot her in the head. Mia saying she played dead by putting the blood from her friend on her clothes.
He shot my friend that was next to me, and I thought he was gonna come back to the room, so I grabbed the blood and put it all over me. And
what did you do then when you put the blood on yourself?
Just stay quiet, and then I grabbed my teacher's phone and called 911.
And what did you tell 911?
I told her that we need help and to send the police in our classroom.
There was also Dr. Roy Guerrero, the only pediatrician in Uvalde, who cared for many of the children since birth.
2 children whose bodies have been pulverized by bullets fired at them, decapitated, whose flesh had been ripped apart. that the only clue as their identities was a blood-splattered cartoon clothes still clinging to them.
A gun owner himself, the doctor calling for change.
Innocent children all over the country today are dead because laws and policy allows people to buy weapons before they're legally old enough to even buy a pack of beer. They're dead because restrictions have been allowed to lapse. They're dead because there are no rules about where guns are kept, because no one is paying attention to who is buying them.
Another witness called by Republicans argued it's not the guns. Lucretia Hughes lost her 19-year-old son to gun violence, countering what others said.
I claim that nothing in these bills do anything to make us safer or address the mental health crisis in this country. I believe it is our God-given right to defend ourselves from any act of violence.
The chairwoman of the House Oversight Committee comparing the U.S. to other countries, arguing it is a gun problem.
As you can see in this chart, in 2019, the United States suffered 17 times more gun deaths than the next highest G7 country. Between 2009 and 2018, the U.S. had 288 school shootings. All other G7 countries combined had just 5. Some of my colleagues across the aisle have blamed the violence on mental illness. They have blamed violent video games. They have blamed family values. They have even blamed open doors. They have blamed everything but guns. But we know the United States does not have a monopoly on mental illness, video games, or any other excuse. What America does have is widespread access to guns.
The ranking Republican on the committee and his response.
Too often tragedies are politicized for partisan gain, and we have seen many seek to leverage these crimes and their victims to push for radical left-wing policies or to buttress their campaigns.
And as lawmakers left the hearing, I asked them if they supported that plea from the parents to raise the age on AR-15 style rifles to 21. Republican Byron Donalds.
Anything that you heard to get you to support that?
No, because the stories are tragic, obviously. I have young kids, they're tragic for me. The truth of the matter is that raising the age from 18 to 21, all that does is take away the constitutional rights of 19 and 20-year-olds in the United States.
Democrats on the committee do support raising the age. And unless something gets done, that mother, Kimberly Rubio, with this message to all of the parents watching.
Somewhere out there, there's a mom listening to our testimony, thinking, I can't even imagine their pain, not knowing that our reality will one day be hers, unless we act now.
It was a very difficult day to witness. Rachel, you and I were on the air together as these hearings were underway. Rachel, of course, back with us tonight from the Hill. And as you just reported, Democrats on that committee do support raising the age, for example, on AR-15 style rifles. Republicans do not. You were told the testimony did not change their minds. So bottom line tonight, is the bill coming out of that House committee going anywhere? And then over in the Senate, what's the status tonight of that small bipartisan effort to try to get something done there?
Well, David, the House is on track to pass sweeping gun control legislation tonight. It does include raising the age limit to purchase a semi-automatic rifle from 18 to 21, but the vast majority of Republicans in the Senate are not on board with that. So instead, they are working with Democrats on a measure that would be more limited. That includes strengthening background checks, funding to enact red flag laws for mental health and school security. But as of now, I am told that raising the age limit and an assault weapons ban, that is not on the table in these discussions. David?
Rachel Scott leading us off tonight. Rachel, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.